Hi guys, it's Tayla with A and I'm back and I'm better like never before. This video, as you can read by the title, is everything you need for a full face. I got all my stuff right here. I didn't plan on doing it this way. My makeup's already done in both the intro and the video because I filmed other things. I really planned to do my makeup as I told you everything you needed, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to break it down. This is a question I get a lot for beginners, and I feel like really whether you're a beginner or not, all the products are the same. Like all the products are necessary. If I feel like one product isn't necessary, then I'll let you know that, but you'll probably get that you'll probably get the gist. So yeah, so without further ado, let me just get into this little thing, honey. I think I'll break this up into two parts, but I won't be filming the second part right now. Like right after this, I'll leave that for another video. But for this video, I'm just leaving strictly to all the products. Maybe next time I'll do all the brushes and tools that's necessary, because I think that's important too. I think that serves some relevance. So yeah, the first thing I use is primer. Well, the first thing anybody should use is primer. Primers come in multiple forms. I normally either use the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, which I use today, or the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which I normally use on the daily, or sometimes I mix them for better results. I mix them, but yeah, I do notice that when I don't apply makeup directly to my primer after I apply it, it comes out better. So with this one, I just apply it to my face, then do my brows, and by the time I'm doing my brows, it's set into my skin, and then I start my makeup. Okay, my food was here and I had to eat. That's why I don't have no lip gloss on anymore, but I left off on primer. So yeah, wherever I put it, primer is very important. It's what makes you, it keeps a barrier between your skin and your makeup. Make sure that you don't need makeup. You choose to wear makeup, if that makes sense. The next thing you need, if we're going in the order that I do my face, then it'll be brows. So personally, I use the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Ebony. There's multiple things you can use for your brows. I personally, like I said, I personally use a pomade, but you can use a pencil, a crayon, and a pomade, or a shadow, well, a powder, I mean. So there are I should have bought more options over here, but this is just the stuff I use for my face, so it makes it easier for me to show you. But there's pencils, like the ones you can sharpen, the ones you twist. There's powders that come like maybe in like a quad or a duo with 2 different shades or something. They be like eyebrow shades, and it's just powder. It's like applying eyeshadow to your eyebrows. But I recommend powders if you're a new, like a beginner, because it's kind of hard to fuck it up and it's hard to make them too like drawn on and stuff. It's easier to blend and all those sorts of things. Pomades, I say, are the hardest because you have to actually know what you're doing. Like if you're using gel eyeliner versus a crayon eyeliner, if you get me. So yeah, but the pencils aren't that hard either. You just have to know how to fade it out in the beginning and then make them darker towards the end, like real eyebrows are. Now if you're going to conceal your eyebrows, you'll need concealer. I use the MAC ProLong Conceal. It's in the shade NC50 if I'm doing natural brows, and then if I'm highlighting under my brows, like for actual makeup like this, then I'll use NC45. But you can use pretty much any concealer, obviously. Some good ones are, actually I have my concealer box right here. This isn't all the concealers, but it's a good few in here. I have a lot of L.A Girl Pro Conceals because they're very inexpensive. See, at one point it was $2.49, then it was $3.99 because they got popular and they went up. I have a lot of them, but yeah, some come in pans. This is a MAC one. Oh, I have NC45 in the pan. I didn't realize that. I have a lot of concealers. But yeah, you have to conceal your brows using small brushes or whatever. You'll trace out, correct any imperfections that you made when you were filling them in. It's basically like the eraser to what you did with the pomade, whatever brow product you use. After that, you obviously blend it out and you use the foundation. Some that I have on hand that I use like in my foundation routine, I mix the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation and then the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is in the shade NW47 and this one is in 4.3 because I'm a brown skin gal, so if you're my color, this is what I have on right now. I mixed them together. But yeah, you'll need foundation. So they come in pump versions, sticks, cream, like the pan I showed you. You can even get a powder foundation. And this is really just to perfect any, I'm ashy. This is really to perfect any imperfections you have around your face, like bumps and all of that. Some people use concealer to hide like certain marks, like dark marks and stuff, like color correcting concealers, but I don't color correct because it's not necessary. I feel like it's just easier to become cake face. Some good foundations, Maybelline Fit Me. I have a lot of those, like when I'm doing other people and my own. These are only $5 a piece. These are like 30 to 40 a piece, so the drugstore is always good, just like the L.A Girl Pro Conceal that was $3.99. Then you dabble back into your concealer, which is used for highlighting and contour. I use foundation to contour, but that's another thing. A lot of makeup items and products you can use for different purposes. So today I used my MAC again and I mixed it with Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer, I think it's called, in the shade D35 Neutral, I believe it is. It's pretty much empty. I mixed it just for the hell of it. Most of the time I just mix stuff to mix stuff. To go here, 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 and here. Basically all the high points of your face, if that makes any sense. It's to bring light to your face. It's just to make your face not so flat, because when you put foundation on your face gets flat. With the contour, you do the same thing but use a darker shade. You go all the low points of your face. So here, sometimes around your chin, on the sides of your nose, around your temples. Today, I didn't use a concealer to contour. I used a foundation. HD High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. I don't know how this works on its own, but I used it to contour. This is what I use, girl. It's in the color Dark Chocolate. I bought it for a foundation, but I'm like, I don't know what I was doing with it, but I'm like, yeah, this is definitely something I can contour with because I don't have much that I can use to contour. And next is powder. So whenever you have a cream, which is all those things we just added to our face, the concealer, the foundation, yeah, that's pretty much it. Whatever you do with a cream, you have to set with a powder. Today I mixed the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, which I used to use on its own on my face, but I don't anymore. I only do it for like caramel skins and higher. I mixed it with Midnight Sienna powder because I find that I get ashy and washed out if I just use this. So I use this to make it a little more brown and like golden, and I set all my high points. So wherever I put the light concealer is where I put this light powder mix. The point of powder is to obviously set the cream. So if you don't powder it, it will fold, it will create creases, and won't last as long, so on and so on. You just have to set your face. Some people set their foundation, but I don't, simply because with me setting the concealers and stuff, my foundation mostly ends up being set anyways. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't like to take a whole, sometimes it depends on the mood I'm in. Most of the time I don't just take a whole foundation powder that's the same color as my foundation, just go all over my face because it's not necessary, and it's a higher chance of you looking cake face. So by the time I set the high points and then my contour, it's only very little that needs to be set, so I just dust over it. Use a powder for highlight and then a powder for contouring. I use the infamous contour palette by Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. This shade is my contour shade. So I'll go over wherever I put that dark brown. This shade I normally tap my brush into and sweep over to wipe off the light yellow powder so that I don't have any flashback or look ashy or anything. After you done powdered everything, whatever you powder, you have to set with you have to spray. So use a setting spray. I personally use the MAC Fix Plus. I heard it's not really a setting spray, but I use it. I like it. I do it a couple times and it gets the job done. This is what infuses all the powders and creams into your skin. It sets everything together. Like, it makes it one. And then it lasts for hours. Whatever the spray claims is doing is what it's gonna do. So if it's long lasting or make you matte, make you dewy, 13-hour wear, supposed to extend your makeup, it's for those purposes. It just says it on the bottle. But this doesn't say much. It says skin refreshener, finishing mist. So whatever, I use it to finish, and that's all. The last step for me when I'm doing my makeup is highlight. I used to use this shade, but it's not doing it for me anymore. I have a new profound love for this that my boyfriend bought me for Christmas. The Mineralized Skin Finish and Gold Deposit, which I have on today. And it's serving, honey, okay? It's serving. I wet my brush and then I put highlight. I mean, like, you know, I dusted all over my face. The point of this is there is no point. It's just bringing a nice shine and glow to your skin. It's not necessary, but sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't want to look so flat and like matte and dry. So other than that, if it was something I didn't mention, it's totally not necessary. Like blush, not necessary at all. I don't use blush. It makes people look red, and as a brown girl, I'm already like dealing with trying to alter looking so red, like my contour. Like, I'm trying to stay away from looking red and pink and orange. I'm black, like I don't want none of that. Highlighter, I don't use liquid highlighters and all of that. That stuff you do not need. Like, highlighters come in liquid, powder, mists. Like, it's not necessary, but the liquid highlighters are more so, you know, like if you're advanced, because you'll have to know how to blend those and everything. So it's not my forte. I mean, I know how, but it's just not my thing. Because then whatever's liquid, you have to set with a powder. So it's just like, now I have to go over with a powder highlighter when I could have just defeated all that product, like defeated the step, not put all that product on, and just have my highlight popping. So yeah. Eyeshadow isn't really necessary. I use my contour shades in my eyelids, or I will use like a little dab of highlight here and here, but let me go because they bugging. But that's about it. Yeah, those are all the things you need for a full face. I'll put the list in the description box, and I don't know if you need like everything I used. I'll put that in the description box if it's 100% necessary. I'm not good with the description box. I'm not good with inserting stuff. I'm sorry, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. If you like my makeup for the day, give me a thumbs up or whatever. Show your girl some love. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.